Welcome, Aquarius, to the quantum frequency for divination. I am the Divine Mystic. Today is June the 17th, 2019, and I'm conducting a bi-weekly astrological reading for the sign of Aquarius. Aquarius, so welcome to the channel. Okay, if you guys are new here, I do bi-weekly readings as well as some pick-a-card readings. You guys are going to be coming through with some new ones of those fairly shortly here. You guys, and also a daily twin flame reading here. Now, if you guys have followed me, you'll realize that I've been on a hiatus here. You guys, I've had some really good news here. So I've recently just passed an exam that allows me to do architectural design work. So I had to kind of devote a little bit of time to that. So I do apologize for that here, okay? Aquarius, I know that you guys have supported me. Definitely, you guys are sometimes within like the higher viewers as well. So I thank you so much. You know, my network has grown over 560 people, subscribers, and this has been absolutely a fantastic milestone for me. Thank you so much for your love and support, each and every single one of you guys. So happy full moon, happy strawberry moon. I hope your gardens are looking fantastic here. You guys, a lot of different things, okay? Okay, so I have here the cards that flew out in your pre-shuffle here. Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive, okay? And now I do have the Ace of Swords as well that flew up. Now this card flew up in the face-up position as well as I was shuffling. So it was of particular importance here, okay? So this is prioritizing oneself, okay? And if I look at the Ace of Swords, Aquarius, it represents the air element here, okay? This is your avenue. This is your arena here, okay? There's a victory coming in for you, okay? Something that you feel that you've been fighting for, okay? Or perhaps that you've been having to defend yourself or having to constantly explain yourself type thing is what I'm kind of hearing, because share your voice, come out of the cave, persecution, expression. I get the sensation there's been a lot of expectations on you. A lot of expectations on you, okay? And you've been working really hard to kind of balance out all of these demands that are kind of coming at you, okay? A lot of people, a lot of different things. You guys, perhaps people that you haven't really dealt with before are now coming into your immediate environment, okay? And sometimes this kind of requires a little bit of your attention and stuff like that. And you're kind of like, you're separating from whatever this is, okay? You guys, I get a sensation that this is work, okay? A lot of these demands, the Seven of Wands here, these demands are coming from work, because if I look at wands, it's the fire arena, okay? And fire and wand energy certainly represents work in the work arenas for me, especially in a non-fire reading, right? So basically, what it's indicating to me is that, like, you're getting tired of this. You're getting tired of this. Akasha, your guidance is divinely guided here, okay? We have the 3D and we have the 5D, okay? So we see how she's kind of exploring the fifth dimension here, not the third dimension. She's ascended already, okay? Aquarius, so this represents you. Represents you. There's a certain mundaneness with what's happening, okay, in your current life, in your current reality, specifically as related to your job or your career, okay, and you're dreaming of something different. You're separating yourself from this situation here, and it's like you're in this daydream mode, okay. So perhaps some of you guys are really just like, what you've been doing, okay, is just like it's run its course, almost, is what I'm seeing. It's like you're tired of it, and you're ready to move on. The dragonfly here, again, it's a symbol. It's a symbology of like ready to move on. The dragonfly doesn't stay stagnant. The dragonfly is constantly moving. I always trust the direction of the universe and know I'm being guided. Okay, so it's like you're being led into this new reality, okay, that you're trying to manifest for yourself, okay? Like you're trying to, and in this like mental separation that you have going on, where it's like you could be at work doing something, okay, but like really you're on a beach doing nothing in your head, in your mind space, right? And people are starting to kind of take notice of this, okay? Like the people around you like might be commenting like, hey, you don't like, they'll come up to you and talk to you, and you're starting to realize how disengaged you actually are in their conversation, and you're like, and you're picking up on it. You're like, oh my God, like even if they're not picking up on it, you're like, I don't remember a word this person said, right? Because you're so engulfed in in this fantasy or this dream that you're trying to create, or that you're trying to make happen for yourself. Okay, it's possible that like it's not possible right now, which is kind of really irritating you is what I'm hearing, right? Like you might be dreaming of this, and this honestly, okay, is your goals, because really like our goals and our dreams and our aspirations exist in the fifth dimension, and it's for us to access the Akashic records, okay, and bring them down to the third, or into the third dimension, which is our current reality, right? So the Akashic library is where all like the records are kept, all the soul contracts and everything, right? So it's like if you're under a contract or obligation currently, and this could be in relation to a love arena as well, but currently, you guys, I am picking up on this in terms of a career reading, so I just apply it if it fits differently to you, right? But it's like you have a contract right now that needs to be fulfilled, and that could be to your current employers. That could actually physically be a 3D contract. This must be done before this could be done, right? So it's like it's like, and meanwhile, like you're so over this because this contract should have ended already. This should have ended, right? This should have been completed. This should have been finalized. And in your mind it was, but yet here comes these issues. Here comes these issues that like continuously come up, Aquarius. And the Seven of Wands, you're at the helm, you're at the top of this, okay? This is a card of determination, and will, and all of these things, okay? But and like if you okay, you see all these issues that are coming up, and yet the wands in your hand. So it's like, okay, if this was my work, this shit would not be happening. This shit would not be happening yet. But somehow Aquarius, for some reason, you're being called to answer for all of these other things that are coming up. So you could be leading this, whatever this is, right? And this is all part of this contract. And you guys, this is probably something that didn't quite start this way. It kind of grew into this. And as things spiraled, and there were some changes structurally within the organization that you've been working for, where, okay, maybe some people have moved or left, or new hires have come in, and things kind of got shifted, or the company was reevaluating, like not necessarily downsizing, maybe in some cases downsizing, but just like reevaluating in general, right? So restructuring, so management changing, and yet the one person who stays consistently throughout that is the one person who contains the knowledge within this Akashic library, or just kind of this knowledge within the company, right? And I'm telling you right now, like it's almost as if like, you know, in 8 Mile when Eminem's battling outside of the steel plant, and he's rapping with Exhibit, and one of his lines was like, "You've been working here so long, your roots are starting to grow, or your boots are starting to grow roots." Like it's kind of this concept here, Aquarius. Like you've become one with this situation, right? And now it's time to detach. Now it's time to detach. So the separation and love yourself first, right? It's again kind of get back to what's most important to you, right? What's most important to you, right? And there's a concept of planning. There's a concept of planning. Like, I think if you really get down to the nitty gritty of this situation, you can get out of this, no problem. No problem. Yeah. See, I just had the two of Pentacles fly out and like off of the table, so it was interesting, and then fly in the face up position. So important card, right? It indicates like decisions. It's like, what do you want to do, Aquarius? Right? Like, is this really your bullshit to take on? Like, is what I'm kind of sensing here, you guys. And this is also, I'm getting a sensation of moving money around. Okay, from one location to another. Okay, so perhaps. You guys are having like multiple bank accounts at the current moment, okay? And there's money coming in from this spot and this spot. You guys, so, and what I'm seeing here is like there's a bit of a web in regards to your finances here at the moment, okay? So be very careful, and make sure that your expenses and your expenditures, okay, are coming from the proper buckets. And it's like, it's just kind of indicating to me, you guys, don't dip. Like, if you need money for something, don't dip into something else in order to take that, okay? And yeah, see, where the Death card is here, okay? So things are changing for you. The situation is going to change, okay? And it requires some financial balance, okay? So some of you guys could be working with a financial advisor, okay? or a financial consultant, okay, accountant, something like this, okay, that's going to kind of get your situation moving here and in the right direction. Yeah. Somebody, the King of Pentacles here, is going to be kind of giving you that advice, that counsel, in regards to finances. Okay. For some of you guys, okay, there's a real worry, and I don't know why you're feeling this way, Aquarius, but there's a worry that like it's like you don't have enough, or you're not ready, the time's not right, it's not going to happen for you, but that is not the case here, Aquarius. So we have the Star card. Which is your card. Okay. You guys could be dealing with a Scorpio as well. Okay. And those are the two major energies that I have on the table right now. Sorry, this keeps blowing over because of the wind here. Yeah, I figured that was going to happen. Yeah, I apologize. The window behind it is open, and I like it open. The weather is nice right now, and sometimes that happens. Okay, so where was I here? Yeah, major energies, Scorpio, Aquarius. Yeah, and like what I'm seeing, you guys, for the most part, this relationship is fine. Like your love aspect is okay. It's like it's your work arena right now. I think that's giving you all kinds of anxiety, sleepless nights as well, you guys. Because I have the Nine of Swords here, sleepless nights. Now, bear in mind, you guys. Okay, I'm dealing with an Aquarius here. Okay, so if I look at this, this is your arena, like the Swords arena. Okay, this is actually you in the peak of, like, in the height of who you are. Okay, it represents mental strength and agility here. Because like this situation that you're currently in is calling for it. Okay. And like I said, for some of you guys, there's a relationship at odds, okay? But like I said, it's a really, really strong career reading here. It's really what this is pulling me in to sort of say in regards to this, okay? And in the Seven of Wands, okay, I do have the Five of Wands down here as well, okay? And in the Five of Wands, it's competition, but it's non-cooperative work, right? Like five people trying to get something done, okay? And they're really not achieving it. And the Seven of Wands, they're not achieving it, right? Because you're continuously having to correct this, okay? If you're dealing with a team of people, okay, if you're dealing with a team of people, in which Aquarius, you might be the leader or the manager in this, okay, you're constantly having to soothe the baby. Soothe the baby is what I'm hearing. Okay, now, in all fairness, you guys, this could be you dealing with a new child as well. And if I'm looking at this from a male perspective, okay, or even from a female perspective, okay, we're dealing with a postpartum depression. Okay, it could be something here in regards to that as well. It's not serious, you guys, because really I only have two major arcana cards on the table. So this can all easily be overcome. Very, very easily overcome. Share your voice, come out of the cave, persecution, expression. So say something, okay? So Aquarius, if you're struggling with a depression or something like that, okay, it's time to come out of the cave. Okay, it's time to express yourself in a positive way, and not in a way that's going to make you feel like you have to defend yourself. Because like I said, the Seven of Wands, I'm getting the strong energy. It's like I need to defend myself. I'm constantly needing to explain myself, right? And then the Nine of Wands, like I said, you guys, this is why your reading has such a strong career reading for me. And the Nine of Wands is no, you don't have to put up with that. You don't have to put up with that. The Nine of Wands also suggests something new, okay? So a new job coming in, perhaps. You guys, it's with the Princess of Pentacles here, okay? So indicating to me a message is going to be coming through, okay? This could be from somebody in a position of authority, okay, because it's like the King of Pentacles is here as well. Someone from a position of authority who says, hey, look, Aquarius, I've got this opportunity here, or I'm building this team, and I really think that I'd like you on it, right? So there may be some sort of offer coming up in regards to that, okay? Alternatively, you guys are going to be looking at education opportunities. Can you go back to school for something? And if so, what is it that you want to do? Okay, what is it that you want to do? Now, for others of you guys, okay, this is a matter of, can I retire, right? Because it's just like to have the king and queen here. So the king of pentacles, the queen of wands, to have both of them together in this reading, kind of indicates to me that a lot of you guys, like some of you guys, may be at this phase in your life. Okay, now Aquarius, this could also be somebody in your environment that is dealing with a situation as well here, right? And there's anxiety associated around with the concept of not working. The concept of not working, right? So some of you guys might be in fear of losing a job as well, right? Because there's fears associated with change. Because the death card is here, right? Indicating changes, you guys, transformations kind of happening here. But listen, Aquarius, like the Ace of Swords is here, okay? This is your weapon. This is your tool. And it's in an air sign. Okay, the Ace of Swords is a double-bladed sword. Okay, so it's as much positive as it is negative. But when I'm looking at all of the different cards and all of the different suits and all of the different elements, okay, basically like an air sign would have the Ace of Swords. A fire sign would have the Ace of Wands. Okay, you guys, and there's a lot of fire in your reading, and as well as the Queen of Wands. Okay, so you could be dealing with a fire sign as well. Leo's, Aries, or Sagittarius's as well. This could be in your environment. Now, in regards to relationship, I'm going to pull a few romance angels as well too, because I do have this King of Pentacles, Queen of Wands energy. Okay, sitting here with these Six of Cups. Okay, so we're looking at soulmate energy, someone from the past. Okay, or somebody that you're building a future here. A future with. Okay, so perhaps if this is somebody, like if we're looking towards the future and what's coming for you, okay, this new relationship, if you're younger, Aquarius, this could be coming for you down the road, okay, and you're feeling a little bit on the outskirts of, like, you're feeling like that's far out of reach for you, is what I'm kind of picking up on, right? Like, is it going to come? I also get the sensation, Aquarius, especially like young single Aquarius, okay, because I am reading for a Princess of Pentacles here somewhere in the midst. You're going to be very, very successful, okay, very successful in your life. So you don't have to doubt that, because you do have the power of the star with the Ace of Swords. Okay, this is Aquarian energy, amplified and strengthened. Okay, so you're going to be very, very successful in your life. Okay, but what I do see is that there is kind of, you go for the wrong type of person, is what I'm seeing. This is male or female. Okay, but in this younger state, you're going for negative energy, like somebody who likes to test you a lot. The Five of Wands here, right? Someone who likes to test you, someone who likes to push you, this sort of thing. Okay, and really kind of at the end of these relationships that you attract to yourself a little bit here, Aquarius, you're left with kind of this feeling of emptiness, right? Like incompleteness. Okay, but listen, there's a promise here. Okay, and the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. Okay, this is a very solid, stable, lasting relationship in which these two characters respect each other fully. Okay, this is, we can do us as much as we can do us. Right. And like when we're doing us, we're confident that we can still do us within that realm, right? Like we don't have to be together all the time. We trust each other. We're not questioning each other, right? We're not worried. We're not anxious. We're not, all of these sort of things. Okay. So Aquarius, if you're in that cycle where you're currently attracting the wrong energies to you, okay, like I said, especially like if you're dealing with a Scorpio, or someone who has like a lot of Scorpio placement in their chart, right? Like the death card can leave us feeling very brokenhearted as well. And just like I said, with the Nine of Swords here, it just kind of indicates to me, guys, that again, there's just like you're anxious about this, right? Because of the relationships that you've developed. But there is one coming for you. There is one coming. Okay. Let me get a few romance angels, please, for this reading for Aquarius. Yeah, flirt, true love. Let your friends help you, and codependency. See, this is what I'm saying. Codependency, okay? Addictions are affecting your love life. You guys, this may be somebody who is using drugs or alcohol, okay? That is always one possibility. In this card, Aquarius, this may be you. If you're cross-watching, you could be dealing with an Aquarius who's dealing with this. There's just a few different avenues, okay? But to me, this codependency is talking about this energy right here, okay? This Five of Wands. So career-wise, okay, this codependency is I need to work at this bullshit job, okay? Because I need money. So I'm dependent on money, okay? From a relationship, and this is what I was trying to get some insights in here for you guys, okay? This is talking about this moth to a flame attraction, okay, that you have going on, Aquarius, right? Where it's like, yeah, attracting like the wrong person into your life, right? And this codependency, you guys, in some cases, okay, it might be an abusive relationship as well, which kind of pains me to see that, right? But the Five of Wands and all the Wands energy, okay, does represent physical energy. And the Nine of Wands, of course, being the wounded warrior, although he doesn't necessarily look like it in my deck, he does in the traditional Rider-Waite tarot, where he's wearing the bandage on his head. Okay, so now, you guys, this isn't always physical. This is mental too, right? Don't forget, we're dealing with swords. I have just as many swords as I do wands here, okay? So it's like, yeah, it's a need to put down this energy here, right? Let it go. Now, I have the Six of Swords. Okay, which is awesome, which is fantastic news in this regards, okay? Because it's moving to calmer waters, right? One in which, okay, and this is leading you towards this connection, this King of Pentacles, this Queen of Wands energy, where there's so much love. And there's no pressure in this relationship, okay? It's fun and flirtatious. Okay? Extend your lighthearted energy to others, okay? And it's true love. This is the romance of a lifetime, okay? This is two people that are meant to be together. Okay? If you're looking for a reconciliation, because the Six of Cups can indicate that, right? Somebody from the past here, okay? You have to let go. The Nine of Swords and the Nine of Wands, okay? When we're dealing with a nine, so 99% of the way done, right? But they're not tens. They're not 100% of the way done, right? So we're still holding on to some things here, okay? Some things that are making us feel anxious and are reminding us of past hurts. So we're kind of, yes, hold on. We're not letting those things go as we should be, okay? And because of that, we're actually blocking this record. Hold on, you guys. Sorry about that. Yeah, so we're blocking this reconciliation from kind of happening, okay, by holding on to things from the past. And not everybody is going to reconcile, right? A reconciliation could be within our own heart space too. And sometimes we need the right person in that heart space to reconcile that pain within us, okay? So yeah, you guys, like, it's kind of saying, like, you need to move on from the past and from the connections that you've had in the past, right? Could be with one particular person, could be with multiple people here, okay? But there is a codependency that you have to release from your life. Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others, okay? Again, with this flirtatious energy, go out and have fun. Don't hold on. Don't keep yourself stuck. To this energy, because there's so much more out there for you, which is why your card is here as one of the major arcana, one of the only two major arcana cards, right? The other one, of course, being death. So indicating, you guys, like, this is changing. The bullshit that you've been dealing with is changing. It's growing. It's moving on. It's ascending, right? And your soul is ascending. Everything given to us, okay, divinely provided, is a lesson. And it's strengthening us from within, And yeah, okay. Look, the age of the light. You've been training for this for lifetimes with the star. I love this. This came out in your annual birthday reading, Aquarius. You might want to check that out if you haven't seen it yet. Because really your year is only half over. So listen, the star and the Aquarius, like this is the dawning of, no, I was gonna sing Green Day, but like this is like the age of the Aquarius, and I love these two combinations, right? So it's like it's changing. Everything's coming up Aquarius, okay? Um, but you have to release this energy, right? Say no, wait, postpone, pause, and say no, okay? Indicating to me, like, say no to negative toxicity, say no to codependency, say no to anxiety, okay? And say no to the wrong partners and wrong people. Don't be afraid to say no. If you have a boss who's constantly loading you up with work, don't be afraid to set your boundaries here. Because if you don't, okay, like, so take a break. A life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill here, okay? If you don't take this break, okay, or allow this load to be lightened from you, here, okay, the universe is going to take it for you, okay? And it's basically going to have a very negative impact on your health and well-being, okay? Because of deep replenishment, retreat, rest, be held, okay? It kind of goes with this take a break card here, where it's, again, give yourself a break, okay? First off, don't be hard on yourself, because I see someone being really hard on themselves for something, okay? This could be because of a breakup as well, like being hard on ourselves because of a breakup. But yeah, like, kind of allow yourself to feel it, okay? But at the same time, like, love yourself first. Like, make sure you're taking care of yourself, okay? And this means setting boundaries, saying no in career, saying no in love, okay? Sometimes saying no to friends and family as well too. Like, no, I just can't do it. I need a minute. I need a minute to myself, right? Do take that, okay? Get grounded. Empaths, highly sensitive, connect with nature, okay? Whatever this means to you, okay? So some of you guys are nature buffs. Others of you guys, okay, are Aquarius, you're naturally intuitive. Some of you guys don't necessarily understand or haven't understood that gift, and now it's like your time to sort of develop it. So if you've recently dealt with a breakup, I get the sensation here like you knew this all along. You knew this all along, right? But somewhere along the line, you didn't trust your intuition. Okay, your intuition told you something different, and because of that, okay, it kind of led you. No, sorry, your intuition told you what it was all along, okay? And you chose not to listen. You chose not to listen, or you only chose to extract from it what you kind of wanted to hear as well, okay? So basically, through that as well, okay, when the situation was the opposite of what you expected from extracting what you wanted to hear out of it, okay, you look back at that. Hindsight is always 2020. Foresight never is. So when you look back at that situation, you're like, well, fuck, I knew it all along. I knew it all along, right? So now you're put in a position where you're questioning. You're questioning the type of people and the type of situations that you're attracting into your life, right? Now, it's that moment in which advancement has happened, okay, has occurred, because like now we've become aware of that. Like, okay, what is it that we're attracting to ourselves? Okay, now we can change that. Now we can change that, okay? And whether that's through law of attraction, okay, like absolutely, this is a tool available to all of us, right? And especially Aquarius, this is your tool, okay? The magician has all of the aces on his table, right? And here we're talking about Aquarius. Aquarius, you also lead the air signs, right? Like, you're the oldest air sign here, right? So again, you're kind of you're at the helm. You're at the helm is what I'm saying. Okay, so yeah. You guys go check out your birthday reading. This has a lot to do with it. Okay, you guys, I understand this is like the halfway part of your year. So this is the part in which pivotal moments happen here. Okay, you guys, right now we're almost at the summer equinox, right? So it would make sense, right? Like you okay, from January to July, I guess the first to the first. what's happened, okay, and even if I look at like your past readings that I've done, as I go through this for you, Aquarius, I realize that this past 6 months has really been challenging you, really been questioning you, okay. You've seen a lot of people who for who they are, friends and family and coworkers alike, okay. You've become increasingly frustrated with your financial position. Like it's like this, okay, like sometimes you have to chase money. And Aquarius, you've always been stable, okay? You've always had a good amount of savings and a solid foundation plan. But it's like, I don't know, something in the past couple years maybe has taken a huge chunk out of that. So there's not as much there as once was, okay? Which is causing this creation. Some of you guys have had to go back to work after retirement, okay? And then at the same time too, okay, you've had relationships, and for some of you guys, okay, there's been one specific person who's made a huge impact in your life, who's recently left your life, okay, leaving you in a new phase for like and being single, okay, trying to figure this out and like not really sure who you are as single Aquarius, okay. For others of you guys, there's been 3 people that have come into your life in the past from January to July, okay. That have made you, and they've been 3 different characters is what I want to say, and they've each taught you something. They've each taught you like what you don't want, maybe in a sense, right? One of which though was kind of special, like you liked this person, right? So it's kind of, yeah, like, and this person's not really around right now, this sort of thing, okay. So again, you're not really sure, like you're just not really sure the direction that things are taking, but trust me, get in tune with yourself. Oneness is my true nature. Get in tune with what your oneness is, okay. And then you're aligning yourself with the right energies. And things are going to be moving forward because, like I said, the death card is here, so things are moving from negative to positive. And like I said, this is the yin, the yin and the yang. When I'm dealing with the lemon scale, the infinity symbol, right? This is the pivotal point in which it changes direction for you, Aquarius, the halfway point. I'm unapologetic about what I desire and trust that what I focus on will grow. Be a little bit selfish here, be a little bit selfish, okay? Because it's like you have some healing to do, right? And if it's like if you need time to do it, take it. My faith has the power to turn trauma into healing, conflict into growth, and fear into love, okay? You guys, if I look at the death card here, a lot of decks depict death as being the tree of life, right? Because in nature the leaves grow, and look at the beautiful blossoms that come as a result of that, right? So again, this is indicating to me of the change, like the transformative energy that's available to you, okay? And again, don't apologize for it, just go for it. Instead of praying for an outcome, I pray for the highest good for all, right? Like this is just telling me, like, you guys keep pointing your arrow north and you'll get home. You'll get home. And these issues aren't major. This too shall pass. Okay, Aquarius, this concludes your bi-weekly reading. I hope the video has resonated with you. If so, like, subscribe, comment, all of those wonderful things, you guys, and I'll check you on your next video. Bye.